in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
South Bend, Indiana. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Williams. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are. Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, ready, go!
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Looking for a man. It's Carr. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Turning it on. He's inside the 40, the 20. The 10, touchdown Longhorns! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And they did tack on the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Carr escapes the pressure going right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Carr. Shoots it to the left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, and making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
The Longhorns come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here's Manning to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defensive holding, an automatic 1st down for this offense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Manning with a play fake. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. run inside. It's Smothers. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Before this third down play, they're going to take a moment to think it over and call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Got his man. Can't get him to the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs when you bring in 2 who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
First play of the period will be a second down. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. And the Longhorns are threatening in the red zone. Third down from the gun, Manning. Good timing on the quick out. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time, man. Listen, I'm not going to say this guy was flying.
Finding some room. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Using his feet. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done now.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quick release on the RPO. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. He's at the touchdown, Texas. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense in a bunch formation. On the draw, it's Mobley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Carr. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Fires to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes a catch. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Running inside. It's Smothers. Got enough for the first. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Longhorn. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Leaping grab for a big gain. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. To the air, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. And they got him. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Finds a man on the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the gun on third down, Carr. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Arts to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll give it to Brown. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Manning. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Illinois in their matchup against the number 12 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Illini, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Quickly complete. Shakes off the defender. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Manning on play action. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Under fire. On target over the middle. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
Picks up the 1st down. Give him 105 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run inside, it's Brown. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Now here's Manning. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Running inside, it's Smothers. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Carr. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Notre Dame right back to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the
makes the catch, and he's free. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Down, ready, go!
Throwing, Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted to stop the threat. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Manning. And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Now improvising. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Pocket breaking down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him.
Black 14. Black 14.
The run inside. It's Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Really nice third down sub-defense.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. To the air again, Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Here's a heat. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business. Here comes the Texas offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Running inside, it's Smothers. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. Oh, what a cut! Touchdown, Texas! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Yeah, and that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Under fire. And it's a sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Off the boot, looking for his man. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Trying to keep the drive alive. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense. Here's Carr to throw. Rushes on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Both